let's see if you can start streaming. Oh. Hiyo iko tayari. Alafu yes, started. It's about start. Fuck it. Oh, I have not created that thing. Dun. Let's get it. Sebu. Fanya hala mambo. Hala mambo. Okay, goody. Now, tuendelee. So now I need to check whether the stream is working first. Let me just do a quick check. Ebu enda live bwana, tuone live. What is? I can hear myself. I can't see myself. Yes, I am there. All right then. Okay, so acha nisimamishe hii. Sawa. So I'm picking up on this P. Diddy Puff Daddy story because this is the main story. Kwanza kabisa, karibu sana to Albo wa Cinema. This is the second live stream. I'm trying to do it on YouTube and Facebook first, then every Friday at 8 p.m. East African time. So I believe this is these stories of Diddy have been around for a while. So it's just that, at some moment, all these stories actually blow up. Like, R. Kelly, we saw the stories they were known and everything. They were tolerated. And then one time they took off. Now, I believe Cat Williams when he went on Club Sheshe. This interview caused a lot of a lot of questions are being asked. So I'm going to be to kind of aggregate what people have been saying about this, the number of people have come out, and then I'm gonna give, of course, commentary and what I think, how relevant these things are to every industry, not just entertainment, but mostly entertainment, because it seems watu wa wasanii are quite degenerates. So let's listen to Cat Williams first on this. I think it's the most popular podcast episode in YouTube. I think something like that. So anyway, tuanze hapo, then we'll build on as we go, because a lot has been coming out. Nakwambia watu, like, I don't know, but yeah, tuendelee.
Is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
Yeah. The thing is, though, they never see in America they're so litigious to mean that they like suing each other. Oh, you defamed me with lies or whatever. But they never came for him. He said so much, and none of them came out with a case. Oh, this person has defamed me. All of them just, I think somewhere, somehow, there's someone or a group of people that just, I think, had enough of this, or they have too much exposure. That some of these guys were going too much. That's that issue of having like 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Do you understand the state of mind or the kind of person that actually does this on a regular? Because that actually indicates that it's a regular thing. So I don't understand particularly why this is always the way, like for a very long time. A lot of these things also, because there's so much money exchanging hands, so many people look the other way. Right now we have so many stories from the bodyguards at that time, I don't know, butlers, I don't know, the hoes that they had. Like, it's so many people, and I think after a while, you realize how this power corrupts absolutely. But anyway, wacha tuendelee na Cat.
Truth is the light.
I didn't have another one of these.
Amen.
Gee. I kind of get one here.
Right.
After that, I don't really kind of know where to go. Let me one more time.
Right.
We good now?
Because the people want to know, why would he get blackballed?
Yeah.
Oh,
I was gonna ask you that.
because in 30 years I've done nothing but collect information, knowledge, and your secrets. So
Imagine if you are one, like, if you're like one of these new guys who is invited to these parties, then you go there. Then now they just give you the offer. You go, you find guys there, your favorite rapper, the hardcore rapper is being given something solid. People are shelling on each other, like, you see all that, and it's everywhere, and it's all manner. The thing is this, though, I don't think, and I think most of us understand that, I don't think that this is just about those guys and the and those parties and whatnot. I think there is the criminal element. I think there's a lot of blackmail. I think there's a lot of underage business, because a lot of these things, the prosecutors are saying there is more coming. They are still doing investigation. But I know, out of all those hours and hours of videos they collected, the things they have seen, I think it's just they're tired of typing the case. They're just adding or additional charges and whatnot. So yeah, tuendelee.
So if you and a man was in a corner doing something you wasn't supposed to be doing,
You will tell it.
no, somebody come to tell me.
Okay.
And imagine now they tell you, this is how it is, and you'll have all the money, all the shows, all the movies, all the hits, the music, you know what I'm saying? Just a little bit, Like, and it's quite clear that so many people took the deal, and I think more. I'm hoping that more people did not take the deal, because human beings, man, and corruption of all types. People can change their minds for money. So I don't know. I don't know. You see, this is the problem in such things. They happen in the background, but they affect so many people. So many. It's not just the people who are directly involved, but the supporters, the fans. Now so many fans are torn because there's so much good art that came out of some of these people. That like for me personally, I'm like, I think maybe it's time to restart things. I think there's a lot of artists because of the internet, they're able to come out. If you really want like some good hip hop, so many artists online. If you really like those guys who can, who have that poetry, who have those lyrics. If you want good movies, there's worldwide now. Good series, there's worldwide, from Africa, from Asia, mostly really. Some parts America, but there are some parts that are still producing some decent. So there's a lot more, as they say, diversity of different types of artists that have been able to make it, other than going through these PDD fellows. Because that's the thing, going through these PDD fellows now, I think you have to give so much that, so a lot of people don't really feel like they should.
I gather that. I value that. I'll pay for that. Come, tell me. I know so many things I shouldn't know, and they all know it. They all know it. Why? Because you don't make me the villain. Not the guy that raises black children and ain't never done a hard drug in his life and don't have no stories of doing nobody dirty. And they'll just go out and they'll lie. The industry doesn't mess with Cat because he didn't show up for the studio. No studios have ever said that. Look at my IMDb. It will show you that no studio has ever lost money with me on the script. How? That's why I'm saying, that's why I can't let Ricky Smiley say he was supposed to play Money Mike. Because
okay, before he goes in on this, you see, this is the problem. This is what, especially how these people are doing this business in this, because it's most of the time it's a lot of entrapment. You're given a deal, you either do what you're told or you'll never see fame, or you'll be suppressed. All this, we understand all these things because it happens in a lot of places. But here, by implication or by force or by blackmail or by so many things, so many ways, so many artists are not able to come out, or even forget the artists themselves. Even if you're in just peripherally as somebody who contributes or earns money from the industry, that if you don't play ball with those guys, if you're a publicist, if you're an agent, if you're what, it is so wide. And right now, we are going to see this hapo mbele kidogo. Right now, I'm telling you, the people argue, who's the best rapper? I think by the time this is done, a lot of these people, I think it will be done for them. Because I think there's a certain, I don't know where it's coming from, but there's a certain motivation to get this done. I don't know where it's from. I think he pissed off some people, his handlers. I think even Wakina PDD have their handlers, their wadosis. So they must have pissed those people off, or they must have done some things, because you see what these guys do, and because they have so much on you. They know you're a degenerate. You've done so many things and you've recorded yourself and kept the recordings. Mr. High IQ. What the hell? So they know these things. So right now, they're just pressing buttons. Just pressing buttons. Yes, in my head, I'm thinking, there's going to be a shift, because I think also what's happening right now is the brand, which is actually what I'm really talking about. It's the brand of hip hop and entertainment and all these celebs from the US. It's being crushed, and its value is being now extracted and removed, because the people involved are so Abhorrent. Is it abhorrent? Anyway,
I
Cat
wrote the
Williams.
words for Money Mike. I designed the hair for Money Mike. I collaborated with the wardrobe department and made outfits to make sure that no one in America would be wearing what Money Mike was wearing. I told them to go get the Prowler.
Yes,
I
they
then
have-
told them to paint it purple. I told them don't have an actor at playing a pimp. We could get an actual pimp, Archbishop Magic Don Juan, to play. Like, I did far too much work for somebody to come
Very humble,
years
Cat
later
Williams.
and try to tag along just for their own self-aggrandizement.
Why didn't Cube set the record straight? Terry Crews could have set the record straight. Mike Epps could have set the record straight. Why none of them set the record straight?
That's what you were supposed to ask him when he told you those lies that
But I
no
didn't
one's
know it
ever
was a
heard.
lie.
Right, but he's telling you something no one's ever heard of. Nobody has ever heard. Oh,
The speaking things, you see the media, somebody starts a story, then it's written as a report, and they use that report to make it come into existence. A lot of people fall for this because you depend on these media houses to tell you what's happening. So whatever they start, because just think about it, like if you're owned by certain people and they tell you as a media house you need to start this story, they will not even tell you. Sometimes they don't even, the people reporting don't even know where it came from. We're just being told sources told us, so things like that. So they can plant any information, and all of a sudden people like Cat Williams start looking like they were crazy people. That time they made people think they are crazy people. Now everything they were saying is coming to be. People always, I never understand why people don't now get down and question these media houses a bit more. Like, they told us this guy is like this, is like this, and the ones who fabricated all these stories, why do you still watch them and follow them? It beats the purpose of actually being in the information age. That you have so many sources of information that you simply refuse to look elsewhere because it might challenge presupposition that you have already.
Somebody said, y'all should switch roles. Like, this is a business.
But that's the thing, Cat. Normally, when people will give you information, I'm thinking I'm hearing it for the first time, and they're giving information no one else knows or has ever heard. So I'm taking them at face value.
These are like, this is like Steve Harvey telling people
This
he
guy
used to be homeless.
recently
That's my
had,
story. That's not his story. Steve Harvey wasn't never homeless. When
Wanapiga
Mark
sekete.
Curry was touring with him
Kwa
25
Instagram
years
Live.
ago, he was making $3,000 a show in
These
cash.
guys, come on
and
now.
doing 5 shows a week. They just tell the stories. Thanks to my wife, I'm where I am. You said that about the first wife. You forget that. You told us it was her. Then you went and married somebody else that think like a man. Like, what are you talking about? They think they can rewrite history. Guy Torrey did a beautiful special about the Comedy Store and Fat Tuesday, where he said that Steve and Cedric and Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish came through.
You see, all these guys is mentioning, all of them, I think they have videos in those parties, of those parties. It's a weird thing. There was it Asha and I think Pink? They cleared their Twitter. They deleted, I think, all their comments. Like, a lot of people are running. A lot of people, like, they are behaving in such a guilty manner. Then Asha was saying that he was hacked. You see, this thing is crazy. I mean, let's just hear. I don't know if he says what.
Steve and Cedric never performed at the. He just did his documentary with Chris Rock, where he shows you that his whole upbringing in comedy was on the East Coast.
So that is a bit of that. I believe that's all. That's what, like, either somebody had pressed a button and these guys could talk, or they just decided that after he talked, now they can really go after it because now it's in people's consciousness more. So this thing has gone on, like Diddy has been going on for like is it a month or what, since he was arrested the first time, the FBI going to his home? Was he arrested or they went to search his home, whatever? It's been building. And the fact that the people who are the prosecutors, they refused $50 million You see, the $50 million, my friend. The fact that they did that, just sorry,
Yeah, it was.
So how simultaneously?
Sergio, I'm live. The fact that they did that, they refused his money, planes, houses. He knows he's in trouble. I mean, is there a bigger, what do you say? Basically, you're saying you're guilty when you're offering that much. And the government saying, no, hey, tunakujua. Anyway, now, this is you see, there are a lot of videos, a lot of things that were said by Diddy over time that now, as in retrospect, like right now, people are looking at you like, hey, Omera, Omera, you are weirdo. Now, we are going to go through a series of those just so that it can offer more context. Because there's quite a lot. I can't really do everything. But it's kind of, there are people who've done this. They've, what do you call it? They've compiled these videos and they're offering more context because some of these people have been following these stories for so long. So this is watchmojo.com. It's a very popular one. 25 million subscribers. 25.5.
About you.
There are no misconceptions about me.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're looking at moments involving Sean
There's
P.
no-
Diddy Combs
there's
that
no
proved disturbing in the
misconceptions.
wake of his 2024 arrest and indictment, among other things.
No, so you have, if you don't have what they need, they're gonna leave.
Right.
Gotta keep them there.
Right.
You need locks on the doors.
Okay, this is
Oh
certainly kind
my.
of dangerous now.
Diddy parties. Over the years,
Let me
numerous
tell you this thing for LeBron. Seeing him with that maid dress up. This thing is touching everyone. I think this NBA, there's the video with Odell Beckham, which is NFL. There's Hollywood people here, and you see there's the Kardashians are there, everybody. All these people, like, it doesn't matter as long as they're in entertainment. He's had his hands on so many people. Like, the fallout of this, I think there's going to be so much, what's the word? People are going to there's going to be so much backstabbing going on. The snitching that's going to go on right now. That's going on currently. People just say, no, me, I went for one, then I saw a bit. Because you see everybody saying, no, I went for the party, but I didn't remain for the after party. Everybody's distancing themselves. So, I know that they're doing a lot of deals with this FBI and whoever is the prosecutors. That is standard because I think some of them are just sent like a clip like for 30 seconds. Like, Buddha, is this you over here with this? Eh? What's up? What come to be? But LeBron James, oh, my heart, oh my goodness. I have, like, what is wrong with these people? Like, LeBron James, like, what don't you have? Like, what is with the excesses? And you look at them, they were doing, a lot of these things come to light now. You're like, you also went
Celebrities
there.
have praised Diddy parties, from LeBron
Yeah,
James
that's
to
like,
Bad Boys for Life music
there's
video.
no party like a Diddy party.
Crazy house party things. Shot me a holler down.
Like, they were just telling us. This is a very
In a
old
2005
the video.
VMAs ad, Derek Jeter, Nicole Richie, the Yin Yang Twins, and Fat Joe reflected on their experiences at Diddy parties, portraying them as can't-miss events. Given the recent descriptions of
People are
Combs'
really
alleged
going
freak-out
hard at
parties,
it, eh?
these celebrity testimonies come across
doing
as insensitive
excesses.
in retrospect.
It's hard to say which is more off the hook, a Diddy party or a Diddy after party, or a Diddy after party, which is basically a pre-party for the next Diddy party.
Combs' accounts of his parties have not aged well either. In a resurfaced video, Combs films a seemingly passed-out DJ named James as another guest places a drink on his head. Whether joking or not, Combs claimed that he puts white guys to sleep at his parties has taken on a more alarming meaning.
For all those in London that don't know what happens to the white man when he comes to a P. Diddy party, this is what happens to the white man.
Okay, what happened?
It's so unfortunate.
Usher sees, quote,
You see,
very
that is
curious
just somebody blacking out, unless he's underage. You know, this is just people drink, you know, excesses, as it were. But now, you know, the more insidious nature of this is like, you know, for example, the story of Usher and Justin Bieber. It seems there's some grooming going on there, and these people, the way they were initiating this younger man, he's been having a very difficult time coming to terms with what he did during those times. So, man.
Usher lived with Combs for about a year during his early teens.
And I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right?
In a 2016 appearance on the Howard
Wanapeana
Stern
tu
show,
watu
Usher
hii.
recounted his time in
You hear like the mother of that chick that R. Kelly was ginenaying. She's the one who gave the daughter, underage daughter, to the guy. Here over here also Akina Asha, Akina Justin Bieber, it's their parents who are leading to, oh, by the way, the chance is here, do what you need to do. Like, pesa is more powerful than blood. I'm telling you people. Unaona vile watu wanauza watoi wao tu. Stain and done.
New York with Combs. Usher recalled several names like Biggie Smalls and Lil' Kim dropping by as parties raged into the early morning.
I went there to see the lifestyle,
right?
And I saw it, and it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was.
Come on, boy.
While Usher claims
everybody's saying, "Oh, I went there and I could see it over there, and I could," but I was not involved. Come on now, come on.
He wasn't sure if he could, quote, indulge in some of the activities taking place. Although Usher didn't entirely understand everything going on, Combs' lifestyle was clearly, quote, wild, quote, crazy, and, quote, curious. When asked if he would ever send his kids to, quote, Puffy Camp, Usher gave a firm no.
You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy Camp?
Hell no.
Usher said this with a laugh, but the allegations that have come out since have...
What? Yeah, it's just, I think they've internalized it.
As funny as this 2010 comedy was upon release, it's hard to rewatch without thinking about how problematic several cast members
Oh,
have
Russell. I told you, Jamaa siku hizi yako, he has a very big political channel. Russell. His name eludes me.
It's better that you've apologised, because now we can start to rebuild.
In 2023,
the
two
British
women,
guy.
one being his ex-girlfriend, accused Jonah Hill of abusive behavior. The same year, Russell Brand's history of sexual assault accusations caught up to him. Then there's Combs, who played hot-headed record producer Sergio Roma.
Oh, y'all think this meeting is for me? No, this meeting is not for me, it's for y'all. See, I'm gonna be all right. I'm straight. I got villas in Brazil, Tahiti, East Hampton, West Hampton. Sergio gonna be fine.
While the character was likely intended as a self-aware send-up of Combs' bombastic persona, it might have hit closer to home than the filmmakers realized. In one notable scene, a whacked-out Sergio goes on a rampage, chasing Hill and Brand's characters down a hallway.
Where you going? Run all the way back to LA.
Oh my
Nowadays,
God.
When you think of Combs running down a hallway, an infamous video involving Jesse Ventura immediately comes to mind. Quote, I'm a savage.
But what is that? Like, he's running after? Like, see, the state of mind, I don't know, maybe if she had taken something, some evidence she was going to expose, that's why somebody would chase. I would think that, oh, you're being extremely, like, possessive, hey, wewe ni wangu na ukweli uweni palipo wote. These people are so sick.
Combs' YouTube channel posted multiple videos building hype for the 2017 documentary Can't Stop, Won't Stop.
We want to hit him with that pure, uncut 1000% who we are.
If you think that title has taken on an uncomfortable sentiment, the same can be said about the aforementioned videos. In one, Combs talks about how important winning is to him, which has likely never been more true than now.
I want to win over and over and over.
In another clip, Combs sits in his office, making a deal with MTV over the phone. Combs is so excited about the outcome that he starts messing up his desk, proclaiming that he's a, quote, savage who gets whatever he wants and can't be kept down.
Savage! I'm a savage! Oh! I'm a savage!
Taking a breather, Combs proceeds to ask what's next, although we're not sure he wants the answer.
Your
Jennifer
God
Lopez's
complex.
mom. After
God
appearing in the Been
complex.
Around the World music video, Jennifer Lopez dated Combs from 1999
Oh,
to 2001.
oh, I see their suits. Omera, you're wearing aluminium. Aluminium.
In a later interview with Wendy
That was a
Williams,
good song.
talk show host floated
Fucking
the
hell,
idea
these
of Lopez
people,
and
they've
Combs
destroyed
getting back
everything.
together. Before Lopez could answer, she pointed to her mother, Guadalupe Rodriguez, in the audience. The horrified expression on Rodriguez's face said everything, as did a dismissive hand motion.
Look it.
Lopez went on to talk about how Combs sent her 100 white doves, which wasn't as romantic as he might have envisioned. Even if this gesture had won Lopez back, it's safe to say her mother would not have approved.
It's crazy. Everybody came alive. They all had something to say.
Yeah, everybody has an opinion.
Yes, it's funny to me.
So, but all right, so no puffy.
Be this due to Combs' suspected infidelity during his relationship with Lopez or another reason, Rodriguez has strong parental instincts. Ashton Kutcher's Hot Ones interview. Although he has somewhat distanced himself from Combs as of late,
Everyone.
Ashton Kutcher was once proud to call the rapper his friend.
Diddy party stories, they're our favorite genre of anecdote, if
Oh,
you
really?
have one, yeah.
Wow, okay, I've got a lot I can't tell.
During his 2019 interview on Hot Ones, Kutcher was asked if he had any...
You see, they talk about it like it's just some, we drank so much, somebody blacked out there, Diddy, okay. Somebody has blacked out, or somebody was stuck. They talk about it like it's just that. We know. I'm telling you, human beings, we are a very, wow, we can be so great and such bottom feeders. We're like so low, especially when we have everything. I think there has to be some element of strife. If you have everything, it gets. I'm suspecting people you start experimenting, and especially on these primal urges. God damn.
Party stories to share.
Sorry, I'm laughing, but it is what it
To
is.
think of one that he could tell.
Can't tell that one either. I mean, like actually cycling through that.
With a smile, the actor shifted the subject away from the parties, instead talking about how he first met Combs and a memorable run the two shared. While Kutcher avoided discussing any parties, there has been speculation that he could be called to testify at Combs' trial, which would put him in a
There's so
much
many of
hotter
these
seat.
people there.
In any case,
Unajua
Kutcher's comment
mimi
that Combs,
nilikuwa
quote,
nilikunywa tu
"can't
juice
lose" plays
nikaenda.
differently now.
Nilisikia walifanya vitu lakini nilikunywa
Even
tu
when he's that
juice.
close to humility, that like it becomes a driver, and so then he went out and ran the New York Marathon.
The world is filled with uncomfortable lyrics. Combing through Diddy's discography, some of his music sounds almost prognostic.
Yo, the sun don't shine forever, but as long as it's here, then we might as well shine together.
This includes the music video for 1998's Victory, in which the artist runs away from the authorities. Of all the songs he collaborated on, 1997's The World Is Filled may be the most unnerving to read.
Hey, Miss, ran away from this guy.
Sings about how it's a, quote, privilege for women to be
That guy
with him,
became
although the
saved.
lyrics paint a much
I
more
think
hopeful
alipitishwa hiyo avenue mara mbili tatu.
With me, believe me, that's a privilege.
The line, quote, never give up freedom, feels especially ironic and creepy.
Okay.
This isn't just because Combs has been arrested, but considering that the charges against him include sex trafficking, there's more than one way to interpret the word freedom here.
We date them like we hate them, see them like we don't need them, treat them like we meet them, and never give them freedom.
Donald Trump's, quote, good friend. The year was 2012. Combs was making a cameo on It's
Orange
Always Sunny
Man.
in Philadelphia, while a future commander-in-chief was endorsing the rapper on Celebrity Apprentice 5.
Working for Diddy.
Absolutely.
I love Diddy.
When Aubrey O'Day brought up Combs,
Hata Orange Man, but if they had Orange Man's video, they would have released it by now. Time for election. If they release a video like that, it's a wrap.
Oh, wow. I think he's a good guy. I'm going to stick up for him.
Our perceptions of Trump and Combs have drastically changed since this episode aired. Combs has reciprocated Trump's friendship in the past, although in an interview with Jimmy
But he
Kimmel,
says
the
now
singer
that
said
he shouldn't
wouldn't want to
vote
run
for-
for president like him.
I don't know if I could be responsible.
Right now, he said that he
Kimmel
should
thought
vote for
Combs would be a
Kamala.
better leader than Trump, but the host might, just might be reconsidering that statement. His all that appearance, The docuseries Quiet on Set shined a spotlight on the dark side of several Nickelodeon shows, such as All That.
I was so excited.
But there are a lot of like these diddlers of kids that are in this Nickelodeon and these Disney productions that have been known, and then they are covered for 4 years, and then when they are found out, just here like somebody was arrested, he was put in jail, keep quiet. So that's what happens. The memory holds such a bad thing that will reflect badly on most of them, at least. Then they move on like nothing happened. So now, I believe not after a while they will decide this thing will start being suppressed. Also, like the others, maybe goes to jail, then they start. But so that maybe the others who've made deals are not known. I need to check something real quick. Oh, okay. So it's going on. So hey, that one iko nyuma. All right. So yeah. So I watch it. No,
Yes.
what am I talking about? Okay, this
I
one.
had no idea what kind of wild ride